How many of us have more than 500 photos on our hard drive? How about more than 2,000? More than 3,000? Now, I'm just going to go ahead and say that having thousands of photos on our hard drives or on our SD cards is nothing for us to be ashamed of. It simply means that we are enthusiastic photographers and that we have fully embraced the benefits of digital photography and technological advances, which just makes storing so many photos even physically possible. So, right? Good on us. However, it does also mean that to really enjoy our photos, we need to go through them. And that's what we're going to do together today. We're going to start by getting rid of those photo fails, and after that, we'll make a quick first selection of the photos that would look best on our walls. Before we get into all the technical details of deleting and selecting and how to do just that, I wanted to note that at the end of this lesson, you'll find a downloadable PDF with all of the key steps and shortcuts that I'm going to be showing you today. So watch for that. But so what do I mean by photo files exactly? It's not necessarily those hysterical photos that are so bad they're good. No, I'm talking about photo fails, firstly, from the category accident. Things that you as a photographer cannot really control but affect the quality of your photo. A hand in the way, a subject that closes their eyes, the dog that sneezed just as you pulled the trigger. Once you've seen them once, the funny is gone. So save yourself the trouble and energy and just delete them. Then there are also those photo fail shots that I call the oops shots. They're the ones that, as photographers, we're usually responsible for. Your subject is blurry. You accidentally compose the photo without the top of your subject's head. Don't worry, we all have shots like this. So just go ahead, say oops, and delete them, and we can move on. After saying goodbye to all those accidents and oops photos, it's time to start selecting the good ones, the good photos. This is going to make it much easier to focus on the photos that are worth considering to hang on your wall. Okay, so let's take a look. I'm going to show you how I delete my photos and go through my photos in Lightroom. So first of all, I'm going to import photos from my recent trip. So I scroll down to Photos, click on there, and then I import photos from my trip to Dublin. Simply, here they all are, and then to get them into Lightroom, I will simply click Import, and voila, here they are. Now, I like to look at my photos when I'm going quickly through to scan through the fails. I like to switch from the grid view, that's what you have now. I'm going to switch to the loop view, and that's down here in the bottom left, so I'm going to switch to that so then I can have a good look at each photo as I'm scrolling through it. So I'm just going to be going quickly through, looking for the photos that, again, are accidents or bad, like this one. Here's a bad photo. This is way too dark, and I will never probably do anything with it. So that one is going to be rejected so that I can just concentrate on my good photos. So to reject a photo, I have two options. The first one is simply to click here on the bottom left on this little X, and that's one way. So we'll keep going, and then I'll show you if I have any other ones. Yes, like this one. Here's another blurry photo. That's not great. So I'm going to reject this one as well, but this time I'm simply going to click on the X button to reject it. So I've rejected these two photos. But what if, say, this beautiful photo, say, oops, I also rejected this photo. So I didn't mean to do that because it's actually a nice photo. So I can simply reverse the eject by clicking on the U button. So then it's removed and I can go on. This is actually the last photo in my series. So now that I have gone through all my photos and gotten rid of the ones that are no good, I am going to decide what to do with them. So because I'm using a Mac, I'm going to hit Command Backspace. If you're using Windows, you can just hit Delete. And I'm going to have a choice here. So Lightroom is asking me if I want to just remove them from my Lightroom library or if I want to entirely remove them, delete them from the disk. And here they mean basically my whole disk drive, my computer. And because you can see this photo is really not that great, I am going to be deleting it from disk to make room for my great photos. So now when I go through and I can switch back to grid view here, you can see I only have beautiful photos. So now I can move forward and only concentrate on selecting from my already good photos to find the perfect ones that will look great on my wall. Okay, this is going to be fun. So let's switch back to the loop view. And one thing you can do, you can either just, anything you think, okay, this is a contender, you can just click it as a flag. Or you can say, actually, I'm going to give them rating. I'm going to rate them using the stars here. So the ones that I get the best feeling from, I'm going to give 5 stars. This one is okay. Let's move on. Yeah, this one I'm going to give 3. It's not my best. These are not really photos that are super inspiring to me, although this one, I like the lighting. I like a little bit more. We're going to give that one a 4. Let's see. This one also, I really like that. We'll give that one a 5. Have we rated them all? Oh no, here, we've got a few more. Let's see, we'll do a 5 here. Perspective a little odd. Don't love the coloring on this one. Same here. Okay, so now I can actually just switch back. When I'm in my library, I'm going to switch back to grid view. And then I can see that I have rated some of these higher than others, which is totally normal because not all your photos are the same. And then I can select which filters I want to look at. So let's say I'm going to look at my rated photos and, well, I've rated them all. Okay, so now I've got all the photos that have been rated, but they're not rated the same. So I want to only look at my top rated photos. So I'm going to go to click 5. Okay. So I've gone from 12 photos down to 3. This makes it certainly easier for me to choose which one I want on my wall. And that's what you can do too. When I'm done rating, I may still have hundreds, if not thousands of photos. But now I'll be able to quickly look through my photos with the top ratings. And by doing this, I'll have selected the best ones, and from those, you can choose what you want to enlarge and hang on the wall. In steps 2 and 3, we'll go over the factors that you can use to help you decide which of your top photos are the ones you really want to see every day.